Now, this time we're going to look at a simple job search using Universal Job Match. You can use any website to search for jobs, but Universal Job Match is as good as any. You can access it from any window. This one will be fine. Any window that you've got open, including the one you're looking at right now. Just click at the top here, delete whatever's in the box, and just type Universal space job match, and job match is all one word, so it's Universal space job match. Then just press the enter key and that will cause it to search. And if you look down here, load of links for Universal Job Match. That's the actual website, jobsearchdirect.gov. so if you click that link, you can tell you're on the link because it turns to a finger. So just one click and it will take us to Universal Job Match, and this is what it looks like. Now, if you've new to Universal Job Match, you won't have an account and you don't need one to do this simple job search. Once you've got an account, you'll be able to post your CV, be matched against jobs, go to updates and apply online. Okay, but until that time, we're just using it for job search. Now, at the top here, there's 3 boxes. All I want you to do, don't type skills or job titles in, you will just narrow down your search. We're going to look for a wide range of jobs and then you can pick and choose which ones you like the look of. If you just click here where it says postcode or location, you can put in your postcode or your town. I'm just going to put the town and just press enter and it will search for all jobs in Loughborough. It's done a search for jobs in Loughborough, and it's found 12,945 jobs. Okay. Now, once you've got an account, by the way, the blue dot, look out for the blue dot. Your job advisor can access your account at the job centre, and if they'll do a search for you, and they may save a job. You need to apply for that job. Otherwise, next time you go to sign on, they'll want to know why you didn't apply for a job. So look out for jobs that have got a blue dot next to them. You can also save jobs once you've got an account, and it'll put a little green star next to them, so you'll see which jobs that you've saved for later. Now, what we want to do, there's 12,000 jobs here. Some are too far away, some are very, very old. So we're going to narrow down the search. And if you look down the left-hand side, it says refine results by distance. Now, Job Centre actually say you should be prepared to work up to 20 miles away. They say that that is an appropriate commute. And by commute, they mean not by car, they mean on the bus. So they say you should be prepared to make a 20-mile bus trip each way to work. I'm not too fussed about that, but so we're just going to use 10 miles, which is more realistic. So if you just click 10 miles, and this will narrow down the search. So we've got Loughborough as the location, distance 10 miles. We're going to narrow this down even further now, 12,945 jobs by posting date, because some of these jobs are old, and if you're searching on a regular basis, you won't need to be looking back 30 days. So if we click the last 7 days, the jobs you're going to see are only going to be a week old. So I'm going to click last 7 days. Wait for it to flicker, because that shows you that it's re-filtered out the list, and you can look up here. Loughborough, 10 miles, last 7 days. Now, it's still found 4,172 jobs within 10 miles of Loughborough posted very, very recently, the last 7 days. So this is why the job centre will not accept you saying that there is no jobs. They won't accept it. They'll say if you can't apply for 5 of them jobs, there's 4,000. They'll just type this in and they'll show you that. So there's no reason not to apply. Now, we'll look at this in a minute, but there's pages of jobs, 40 pages of jobs here, current jobs. Okay. Now let's have a look at details of jobs. When you scroll down the list, you'll see lots of different jobs which you can, the only information it gives you is the date it was posted, job title, who the company is that we're advertising the job and whereabouts, which we know they're all mid Loughborough because that's what we put in there. Once you see a job that you like the look of, support worker, for instance, put your mouse over the name. You see it turns to a finger. That means it's a link. So one click and you'll get more details on that job. So I'm going to get more details. And in this case, they've not give you very many details. But you need to record some of them if you're interested in a support work job. Often they don't give you details until you actually apply for the job. But there is quite a bit of detail down here. The important thing to record when you see a job that you like is the name of the company advertising the job, what the job title is, because we can search for this later, the job ID. That's very, very important because with this ID, we can find this job quickly again if we need to. And the method of application. Now, quite often in this left-hand panel down here, they give you an address if you need to post your CV. They give you a phone number if you need to phone up, or they'll give you an email address, which we'll look at later, if you need to email a copy of your CV, or they give you an apply button. Now, we can't apply until you've got an account, but if there's an apply button, it's important to know that you can apply by Universal Job Match just by clicking that button. So in the first instance, if you like the look of that job, just click print. Now the print button's here, and you should use this button because all this will do is print out the job details and not all the adverts around it. So I'm just going to click print. Don't change any of the settings, just click print again. And then you've got some details coming out. Now get straight to the printer and pick up your details on that before it disappears. Just put your name on it as well. Now, once you've finished looking at that job and you've printed it out, just click the back button, which is up here, to take you back to your search list so you don't have to type it all over again. So just click the back button just once. And then carry on. That's the job we've just printed. Carry on looking down. Any other jobs that you're interested in. Support workers. It's Adzuna again, so I think they're probably the same ones. Oh, rent arrears consultant, debt collector. That's another name for a debt collector. So I'm interested in that. So one click, get some information. If you don't print out this information, just write it down, but you need to know who's advertising, what the job is, rent arrears consultant, what the job ID is, which is right there, so we can find it again, and the method of application. They've not put the method of application here, so there must be an apply button. If there's an apply button, this means you can just apply by Universal Job Match, and you need to capture this evidence. If you don't print it out, write on your job log, apply by Universal Job Match. Okay. The other thing is, I'll tell you about this now. Tell us why you don't wish to apply for this job. Because, as I've told you, there's 4,000 jobs and they only ask you to apply for 5. If you look at a job, you cannot give them a nil job search back. So what you'd need to do, if you really cannot apply for any jobs, you need to tell them why. Okay. So if it's, you might not have the experience, it might be too far, but you need to tell them why you did not apply for a job that suits you. So I'm going to click the back button now. So we've printed that one out, or did I? I'm just going to print it. Print. In the back button. Yeah, make sure you get the details on that. Now, the next page, you can click on the 2, or you can just click next. That's great. Now, here's the next page. Oh, we've got a morning cleaner. I'm interested in a morning cleaner. So one click there. Bit more information this time about the job and the method of application. So we could just phone them up and ask them about the job. Recruitment manager. So it's always best. So you've got this application detail, always print out the job, okay, if you're interested in it. So, and we are. So I'm going to print out those job details. Make sure once you've printed it out that you get the details off the printer, because there'll be hundreds of prints coming out there and you won't know whose is whose, and stick your name on yours. Anything else? Yes, what I'm going to tell you is, I said it's important to make sure you record this job ID, because what I will show you is once you finish your job search and then you come in the next day and you think, oh, what was that job that I found the other day that was really interesting? If you've not got your printout, well, that's why you need to keep your printout. But if you've not got it, if you've got written down the number somewhere, you can always click in this middle box here and type the number back in and search just for that job number in the middle box, and it will just find that job. It always does find two for some strange reason, but it's obviously that's the job. So it's easy to find again if you keep the job ID, but always do a print out the job. Okay, so you've always got the details. That's all there is to doing a simple job search. We'll look at applying for some of these later.